Hey Luke, this is Ryan here at G-Force. Just gonna go over your Katana with you. Just giving it a little check over. It is gonna need a carb clean. Try to get that thing fired. It only will run on choke with it's getting on the gas, so we just need a carb clean on this thing. We'll go ahead and get a carb clean, get the coat on, do the carb clean, and draining the gas out of it, put some fresh gas in it. Just going over for a safety inspection here. You can see that chain and sprocket is pretty rusty. It is, you can see, pretty loose. I mean, we could service it and lube it, but it's getting pretty rusty. So I would recommend replacing chain and sprockets. It's all up to you. Like I said, we can adjust and lube it, but my recommendation would be replace them. Look at the rear tire. Rear tire looks good. There's no nails or anything like that. So there's some good tread left still, so you're good there. Looking at rear brakes here, you can see in there. Turn this flashlight down. You can see you're pretty much all the way. Let's get in here. Kind of hard to see, but you're almost all the way through the brake pad, almost into the backing plate of the brake pad. So you do need some brake pads there. You can see here your oil is very dark and black, so I would recommend at least some sort of a minor service. It would change the oil, like I said, and then it would lube and adjust and lube that chain for you if you wanted to. You can adjust and lube your clutch cable, your brake lever, your throttle cable. It would go through all that stuff. I did get you a quote on getting this throttle cable replaced. You said it was cracked, so I did get a quote on getting that replaced for you. Looking at the front brake pads look better in the rear. You got probably 45-50% pads in the front, so which is better in the rear. Your front tire, though, on the other hand, is shot. It's completely gone. You can see it's completely cupped and all the way to the wear indicators here. So yeah, you do need a front tire on this thing. Looking at the fork seals, you can see all that basically right in there. Turn this flashlight down again real quick. You can kind of see all that residual down through there. You can see it's all through here and everything. It's just because these fork seals have been leaking, and it could be completely out of fluid now because it's all. That one's not too bad, but like I said, this one's worse. So I would recommend getting some fork seals done on it also. I did notice it did have a little bit of an oil leak on the bottom here. You can see. I believe it's just from that gasket on the crush washer. We won't know. We can go ahead and there's really nothing besides the oil pan gasket. The filter could be leaking a little. Maybe the filter could be a little loose. It doesn't look it quite sealed. It could be that. So we'll go ahead and clean that up. Shift shaft seal, possibly. Like I said, shift shaft seal and counter shaft seal are right behind this cover. Those could be culprits too. Like I said, we won't know until we cleaned it up and washed it real good and then ran it until we actually see where it's coming from. But yeah, just so you are aware, it has a little bit of a leak there. So we'll get you a quote on, like I said, getting carb clean, chain and sprockets, tire, fork seals, getting this all dialed in so it's 100% ready to go for you. On the service, we would replace the air filter. If you wanted to do more of a major service would replace the plugs in it. Minor service wouldn't, but a major would. So that's your call if you want to do a minor or major service. We can get you a quote on doing both of those, whatever one you prefer, and get a quote on everything else and get you going on up. Thanks, have a good day.